Hi, I'm Naz and I'm co-founder of Tonic Retreats, and I'm delighted to introduce you to this Radiant Heart video series, which is designed to give you a mini virtual tonic yoga retreat experience. The series is being filmed at Sculpture by the Lakes, a stunning tranquil sculpture park in the heart of the Dorset countryside. This location is the stunning venue for many of our day retreats, as it is the perfect escape from the noise and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The park is peppered with beautiful large-scale sculptures, landscape gardens, it has lakes, a fast-flowing river. Sculpture by the Lakes is truly unique. This Radiant Heart series has 3 parts and can be used back to back or standalone. Firstly, I'm going to give you a short talk or a lesson on what it means to me to live with an open heart. Secondly, Pip, co-founder of Tonic Retreats and our yoga teacher, will lead an expansive yoga flow. And lastly, Pip is going to lead a guided meditation that will leave you feeling fully connected to your radiant heart. We'll also make available some additional resources such as recipes and a video guided tour of the sculpture park to really enhance your experience. So let's begin. This first lesson is my thoughts, my learnings over the years and teachings that I have passing on to you from spiritual leaders, from formal trainings that I've had, and also inherent wisdom. From this talk, I merely hope to give you an understanding of what I believe it means to live with an open heart, so that you can live your truth, to live in alignment of who you really are, to be authentic. But authentic living, what does that even mean? Is authentic living when you are living a fulfilled life, rich in experience, when you are fully expressed? How do you know when you're living authentically? Does it come when you've landed the job of your dreams? Or when you finally look at one of those beautiful people on Instagram? Do you know you're living authentically because you feel happy or content most of the time? Or because you have a strong spiritual practice? Before we dive into what I really believe it means, I want to talk to you a little bit about why we do the things that we do. Because as human beings, we do have some very fundamental needs. We need to feel safe and we need to feel secure. And yet we also need variety and spontaneity. We need love and connection to feel as if we belong. We also want to feel significant and important, as if we matter. We need to feel like we are expanding and growing as a person, and in fact contributing to something bigger than ourselves. As individuals, we fulfill these needs in a huge variety of different ways. These can be constructive, these can be destructive, or they can be neutral. But these needs drive us to do the things that we do, from mastering a skill such as playing the violin, to building a successful business, competing as an athlete, or having a unique sense of style, to things like comfort eating, substance abuse, even causing arguments in a relationship. These can all meet our human needs in some way. So our desire to fill these needs can also radically overcomplicate our lives. We twist ourselves into knots. We put rules in place like my happiness, my truth depends on being able to be better at something, to master a headstand, or to project a certain image. We hold ourselves hostage to this complicated set of shifting rules that we have created. And I bet that each and every one of us has a different answer to the question, what does living authentically mean to you? What's your alignment? So I want you to consider this, that living in alignment with who you really are is not a destination. It is not somewhere that you reach, some magical place over there where life flows easily because you have put all the right pieces in place. Consider that living your truth is simply a decision to let yourself be guided by your own inner wisdom, by your radiant heart. Your heart center is a place of deep consciousness. I'd like you to do this exercise with me now. Just close your eyes and ask yourself, where am I? Are you located in your head? Maybe behind your eyes? Is that the centre of who you are? Peel back those layers. Go right back into your head. Is there a little version of you, a little human being inside? Now I just want you to connect to your breath. Feel your lungs expanding. Fill up your body with oxygen. And now put your hand on your heart and drop into that heart space. Feel your heartbeat, breathe and connect. That's where your truth is. That's where your deepest wisdom is. An infinite source of love, a powerful compass to help you navigate life so that you are always living your truth. Because the language of your heart is love. It is your higher self. It cannot speak in fear or darkness, only love and light. Courage, compassion, joy and bliss. If you haven't already, you can open your eyes. If this is the truth, then you are already perfect as you are. Who you are now is enough. And what that means is that you are already perfectly aligned and exactly where you are meant to be. So the truth is, if it's simply a decision to connect to that truth, what gets in the way? If it was so easy, then why aren't we all doing it all the time? And because simple doesn't mean easy, and as human beings, of course, we complicate things and we make meanings from all sorts of things. So what can get in the way is our head, living in our head, the endless chatter of thoughts, the questions, what if I did this? How can I be more? Why can't I? It's the stories that we tell ourselves that stop us connecting. Also our clinging, our expectations, I'll be happy when, life will be so much better when, or simply resistance to what is. It causes so much suffering to ask, why is this happening to me? And it's possible that you've experienced so much pain that you don't even feel like it's safe to connect to your heart. So what's really going to help you to build trust, to continue to stay connected, is more than a decision, of course, because we're human beings and we've got so much other stuff that can get in the way. Some really great ways for you to cultivate that connection so that it's super strong is to build deep self-awareness. And that is why practices such as yoga, meditation, mindfulness, journaling, these kinds of self-care will really support you to develop that awareness, to build consciousness, to build that emotional intelligence, so that you can come at life with a curious mind, as opposed to a judgmental or self-critical. And when you've built that self-awareness, you can take a step back from those reactive emotions that cause you to disconnect from your heart, your wisdom. You can actively choose to come out of the mind where you're thinking and you're trying to find the solution and simply drop into your heart. Now, in reality, what that looks like is this. You can take a beat and you can breathe in and you can connect to your source and ask a more powerful question. Is this decision coming from a place of love for myself? What would I choose to do now if I fully loved myself? And simply wait for the answer. You will know that you're living in alignment and living your truth if your answers are coming from that place that you can sense is without judgment, without expectation, without guilt or defensiveness or any of those lower vibrations. If they come from a place without suffering, that accepts others truly so that you see their light, then you're on the right path. Then you're really connected. And you can continue to live your life and pursue your dreams and your interests from that place of freedom and sheer joy. You can grow your business. You can decorate your home however you want. You can learn new skills. You can travel the world. But from a place without attachment. Because you don't need any of that to live your truth. Imagine what life could be like. What could be possible in a world where everybody lived that same truth. Where everyone was connected to source. But it has to start with you. You're already perfect. You are already enough. Thank you for listening. I hope this has inspired you. Should you wish now, you can come and take part in Pip's Radiant Heart Yoga Flow to connect and expand into that source of all of this love and truth, before then absorbing it into your body with a beautiful guided meditation. Namaste.